So when we were born, there were 450,000 lions, and today there are 20,000. And part of that is habitat loss. So climate change and other environmental conditions, and just simply humanity, has shrunk these lions back into the range that they've got today. So we're very worried about that. But lions are great because they breed quite well. And so we've also seen a migration of human population into the cities, and that's left nearly 84% of Africa uninhabited. So the hope and the potential of reintroducing lions in that is great.
But it really is a challenge because we've got everybody wanting a little piece, of the wild places. And so what is happening is lion bone trade is going to Asia. So that's a loss for lions, and that's whole skeletons. Then, of course, we have poaching that is coming in, and they're eradicating lions out of the area so then they can just do bushmeat trade. We also have the West wanting to hunt lions, and of course they're going to take the best genetic species, and that would be the territorial male. But what people don't realize is that when they take the territorial male out of the system, what happens is a new male comes in, and he will pretty much fight to the death to many of the females because they're going to be defending their cubs. So he comes in to kill all the cubs so that he brings them into estrus. But if he kills them as well, we could lose on every hunt about 30 lions. And that's what many people don't realize. So hunting is not a form of conservation when we already have lost over the last 50 years 95% of the lions.
My first time being in the outdoors at all and experiencing nature was in East Africa, was in Kenya actually, where the Jouberts are going to film their piece. And at one point I needed to switch my research to North America, which is where all the bears are. And so I got hooked on bears, and I was so fortunate because they are tremendous. For this show, I am going to be showing viewers female bears and their cubs, with a big emphasis on the cubs because they are super sweet, super cute. They will be newborns that have never seen the light of day. And so on camera, you're going to see me pulling them from the den just for a couple of minutes while we weigh them and measure them and give them a little identification tag, and then putting them right back in.
I think bears are very lucky to have Rae.
I'm the
ambassador. Dereck and I have been explorers for 40 years now. We never know what we're going to find that is a complete unknown. And I think in all our films, that has been exciting because to harm the planet when we don't know everything is absolutely just destructive. Wildlife keep these vast tracts of wilderness alive, and we're getting oxygen, and we are benefiting. Let's celebrate the planet, but let's protect it.
We deal with top predators, right? So bears don't have natural predators in North America, and lions don't have natural predators on the continent of Africa. And so it's similar for our ecosystems that these top predators are engineers of the ecosystems in so many ways. Predators eat herbivores. Herbivores eat plants. The plants keep the soil together. It just goes down and down and down. And so we can all benefit, down to little microscopic organisms from having these big creatures.
It is in all our grasps to be able to protect bears, rhinos, elephants, lions. It's up to all of us.
In fact, I have this recurring nightmare that there are a whole lot of kids playing around with a jigsaw puzzle and putting these pieces back together, but there's some pieces missing. And that's what we're in danger of here now. If we start losing the bears, if we start losing the lions, everything else starts unraveling, and the entire puzzle that is planet Earth falls apart.
We are going to be showing nothing but hope on this show. So Born Wild is about the baby animals who are inheriting the earth and moving forward and how we can all get together to make sure they have a great world.
We need to fight ignorance, and television and appearing on television and showing films like the special that's coming up are vitally important to erode that ignorance. People need to know. They need to know the facts. They need to get engaged. They need to look into the eyes of a bear or into the eyes of a lion, elephant, and fall in love. And only when you feel it in your heart can you figure it out in your head, and then only can you be driven to action. And right now, this is a big advocacy campaign. We need ambassadors around the world, especially on Earth Day.
We wanted to be able to touch the hearts and minds and draw everybody in. And another way, it allows many people that can't go on a safari, they can have a virtual safari through our films.
So tiny, so beautiful.